Hello, beautiful Seren Stars, and welcome to your reading. Thank you for being here, everyone across the globe. We do have more followers and people listening on TikTok, but equally as important, we have people on YouTube. So I want to say hi to everyone. Okay, so we're going to do, as always, we've got your two main cards here, and we're going to go over the basic meaning of them. Then we're going to shuffle some cards together, charms, choose a message, and then as a spiritualist medium I'm going to tune in and see what messages that I get to give to you today. Okay, and you have, and I've had this one quite a few times now, is the beautiful Three of Cups. And the Three of Cups is celebration and joy and weddings again. Everyone's going to be sick of me mentioning weddings, but weddings and engagements, and it's commitment and family gatherings and parties and reunions and growth and abundance, which we can see here overflowing there. So that's a beautiful card. And we go on to, I don't think I've pulled this one in reading, correct me if I'm wrong. It's also a tarot card, but I pick them mostly for the crystals. So this is pink and red tourmaline. So we have the 10 of Wands. So we'll go over that first, which is burden and responsibility and carrying too much on your shoulders, and it could be stress and burnout, and the need for support. And I think many of us are feeling that at this time of the year, so it's understandable. And then we have the red pink tourmaline, which is love, compassion, and emotional healing, and the heart chakra and confidence. And it also brings in vitality and new love and spiritual growth. And just how beautiful is that? I don't think I've ever seen, in real life, a piece of pink or red tourmaline. I have, black tourmaline, which is a very, very protective stone. Okay, yes. So some of you may be feeling quite, I've been given the sentence heavy hearts, and again in readings, have that quite a bit. Let's shuffle some cards. So Spirit and the cards, what messages can you bring to people across the globe today? Oops, my shuffling's not the best today. Oh, okay. Well, that solved that, didn't it? That just flew out itself. That's that one. Let's go into the next pile. What messages? I often think, do they just get fed up of waiting for me to shuffle, so then they just make a card fly out? Which I don't. Oh, we've got two there, so we're going to go with the two. You've got an extra card. All right. Let's go into this pack. This is your animal tarot here. And let's see if I get my beautiful snake again that I pulled out before, which you may have seen those readings. So what messages can you bring people across the globe? They might look a bit grubby. It's because I have a fireplace. You may have noticed scratches. I do have cats as well, but I have a fireplace, so I have to pick up logs of wood, which can be quite sharp sometimes. So I'm often cutting myself. Or my cats, I'm always covered in. They don't mean to. I do actually need to clip their nails. I can't find the clippers because I moved house and I've looked everywhere and I can't find them. So hopefully they pop up. Anyway, enough of me waffling on about that. Let's take some charms. Give them a shimmy shake. I'm going to turn the other way. What have we got? What have we got? Oh, we have the beautiful heart, love, and the swan. And this card is also connected, love. We talk about weddings and engagements there going on. So that's perfect. Right. Take a message now, because I always forget, or often forget. Right, let's hold it here so I can get them out. I need a bigger pot or jar. I'm going to go for this one. We're going to open it up, but I'm not going to read it just yet. We'll read that at the end. And as we're about to look at this, I'm being given that, is it just dance, or am I making the lyrics up and they put it to music? I could be wrong with the lyrics, but I'm just going to give what I'm being given. It's just dance, boogie boogie dance. So yeah, I could have changed the lyrics to adapt, or they've given me that to adapt it. Either way, that's the song that I'm being given. And this is a cup of joy and abundance and celebrations and reunions and all kinds of things. So I'm feeling that sort of joy, and they're giving me up and coming events, which again, this time of the year, we usually have lots of up and coming events. And I'm being given the word excitement. Okay. There's lots of excitement going on, and I'm seeing like a crowd of people. Sort of you're in the middle, and there's this crowd of people drawing around you, and they're putting in lots of money, giving you lots of money. So I feel like there's lots of gifts coming your way. So if you are getting married, congratulations, or engaged, I'm just seeing loads of gifts being given to you. Again, obviously that time of year with different celebrations across the world. I was given in the last reading, it's not really about the gifts. That isn't the important thing. It's about spending time together. But in this reading, they're just giving loads of gifts, so it's also spending time together. But you're going to actually be almost given so many gifts you don't know what to do with them, is what I'm being given there for a large proportion of you. So please, 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 please let me know. I'm seeing the word spoil. You're being spoiled at this time of the year. So that could be, excuse me, I'm just pulling up my sleeves there. That could be you're going to be spoilt by a new spouse or a fiance or family members, or celebrating. They're giving me some people may be having degree ceremonies, they've studied for years, or passing a part of their learning if they've been doctors, so they're passing that part and then going into work in that profession. So there's so many reasons to celebrate here. They're throwing them away. They show me keys, so some of you may be moving into new properties. But it's excitement, and it's just like they're excited for you, and your spirit family are coming in, and they're excited to watch all the celebrations that are going on. So they give me the word grandma. So if some of you have lost like your grandma, your grandparents, they're showing me them around, and they're clapping their hands. So they're celebrating with you, and they're there with you. So don't worry that they're going to miss out on any of that, because they're not. And they're standing there with a big smile on their face, and with pride and with joy, and just, you deserve this, is the words that I'm being given here. And I'm being given hard work, lots of hard work. Okay. You've come through the other side. So you've come out the other side, meaning you've gone through a lot, but you're out of that now. You're in like this good energy. And I'm being given that other song, celebration time, come on. So there's a lot of parties going on here. I mean, this is the party celebration card, but you may have different music in your culture, in your country, but this is just music that they play at many old family gatherings, the same old tunes from way back that are familiar. So maybe there's a song that's showing me that's familiar to you, that has been played at many weddings or birthday parties or celebrations, that's like kind of close to your heart or your family's heart. So spirit is bringing that in and playing that for you. And I'm seeing like the old vinyl records that you'd play, the old vinyls on, and some people still have those, don't they? It's like kind of come back in fashion to have that. And someone's giving you can't beat that sound, you can't beat that. Maybe not the quality, but the sound, it feels more raw and real and live. But some of you may be having celebrations at home and inviting people into your home, and seeing someone standing at the doorstep, and they're going to people like, come on in, and people taking their shoes off at the door. So there's so much about coming together, and how important that is to many of you at the moment, and how many of you in this pile do have big extended families. Not everyone, like for me, for instance, I don't, but for many of you who watch, you may have huge big extended families, or you may have like your adopted families or your friendship families that become like your family. They're showing me an aeroplane, so obviously a lot of you are going to be traveling around this time of the year to get to certain people. Some of you may be going for a nice family holiday together this time of year, but I think going home, they show me the words going home. Many of you will be going home to spend time with your loved ones and your family, or your fiance, or if you've been working away, your children and your husband and your wife, whatever that is. And that's beautiful. And I'm getting excited for you. I almost wish I was there. So feel free to send me an invite. I'd love that. I probably wouldn't be able to fly over actually, but I need to update my passport. But in the future, maybe next year, I'll fly over. Send the invite. No pressure, obviously. I'm just joking. I don't expect that at all. But I'm just really, really happy for you. Maybe because they're showing me invite. It is an invite that's coming your way. So let us know in the comments if you receive a wonderful invite. So lots of abundance and happiness with this card. They're telling me to move on to the next one. So the Ten of Wands, it is you've been carrying burdens and responsibilities, and it's all been a bit tough. And they're showing me someone kind of burnt out, but now they're taking time off of work, and they're flying back to see family, and they're going to rest for a couple of weeks, and they're just going to recuperate, and they're going to eat wonderful foods and drink and dance and, shed tears of joy and just relief. And they're showing me some of you may have parents and sisters and others that are going to spoil you for a change if you've been working very hard. What else can you show me with this? And friends, and seeing they're giving me old friends. So joy of seeing old friends again and old faces and those home comforts there. That's wonderful. Is there anything else that you can show me? Yeah, so they're showing me the shoulders, and some of you have been feeling quite heavy and it's been quite serious, and maybe some of you have had like very serious jobs, or you've been going through a lot of personal stuff, so it just feels like you're being embraced in hugs. Even if you're family, you're not huggy people, it's like showing me that you're being embraced in love and comfort. And it could be food. They're showing me different foods, so those foods that your mother only makes that way, or your grandmother makes that way, or your friend makes a certain dish for you. Each time it brings you that comfort, and they're just bringing love to you, so much love, which is beautiful, beautiful. And for some of you that thought you were going to be alone or far away, there may be a wonderful invite. So show me invites, to go and spend it with someone near to you, a neighbor or something like that. But again, in the last reading, there was giving you never alone, okay? You're never alone. And maybe reach out if you are alone and see if you can join some other people that are alone at this time of year, You don't have to be alone. There are people out there and organizations, but I think for the huge majority of you, you are going to be comforted with family and friends, and just having a wonderful time and lifting off all that heaviness that a lot of us have been feeling throughout the year. Okay, they're saying to move on. I just feel really happy, and it feels like a relief almost. What card shall I go for next? Right, I want to go for the one under these, so I'm going to have to move you. It's never too late to be whoever you want to be. I hope you live a life you're proud of. And if you find you're not, I hope you have the strength to start all over again. And, the Ten of Wands is heaviness and feeling. And it was going to family and, being in their loving embrace. And maybe you feel that, because you've been through these Ten of Wands difficult times. Tourmaline is very much protection, so they're bringing that around you and kind of cleansing that heaviness. So this could be a great time to think, and they show me a space and you sitting in a chair. I'm seeing a male figure, but that could be male or female, it doesn't matter. But you're sitting in this armchair, and you're sitting and you're able to rest and recuperate, and you're able to think about and plan what you want to do next. For some of you, it may be, I'm not happy in this career. I'm not happy living in that certain place. I'm not happy in that relationship. But whatever it is, they show me your heart, and they show me your heart beating and it's glowing. So it's like tap into your heart, tap into your true, authentic self. And maybe some of you, they're giving me gap year, travel, need to go off to find yourselves again and to decide, if you can afford to do that, go off and travel and see the world and just decide what you want to do, what will bring you joy. Okay, so yeah, it's never too late. You could start over again and again and again. They show me the chapters. There's many chapters. You write your own book. You know, I was given in another reading today. You create. You are the creators of your own world. Although sometimes it doesn't feel like that, you truly, truly are. And the beautiful birds here singing. I can hear the chirping. It feels like a fresh new wave. Yeah, fresh new start. Starting over. Spring has sprung. They give me those words there. Okay, which card shall I go for next? We're going to go for this one. Rule your mind or it will rule you. And we got the cactuses here. So it feels like for me as well, not just the words. Some of you may have been in a bit of a prickly situation. Or again, not enjoying where you are. Or who you are. Okay. So when you're going off to visit family, spending time with them, yeah, that would be a great opportunity to kind of sit. And maybe you've got someone in your family or friends that you're going to see that you can open your heart up to. I was seeing someone with the heart and the glowing heart. You could open your heart up and just be honest about how you're feeling about certain situations in your life and get some support and guidance. But it's your choice, you know, do what's true to you and your heart. You know, anyone really that loves you would want the best for you, and what brings you the most happiness is not always the most financial gain. Okay, who wants to have lots of money for the rest of your life but be miserable and sad and not living your life? And you could go off and do things that you wanted to do and they may not work out, and that's fine. If you want to come back to whatever, you can come back to whatever. It's always going to be there, but don't miss out on these other bright opportunities and blessings. Rule your mind or it will rule you. So maybe a lot of you have been stressing and worrying about things, or you've had people around you, certain situations that have been stressing you. Been seeing the words let go, because the tighter you hold on, you know, this could be work, romantic relationships, living situationships, all kinds of things. But the tighter you try to hold on to something you're not happy with, or it's not bringing you happiness, the more it's going to hurt, isn't it? Okay. Let's go on to this one. Cracked open, rock bottom, surrender to the alchemy of life. And that makes complete sense, you know. I just had the post there come through. It's what that noise was. That makes sense there, especially with the Ten of Wands, the burden, and feeling stressed or feeling burnt out, or, you know, not feeling happy in a certain position or relationship or place that you live, you know, environment, whatever it is, or with yourself. You may be fed up with yourself, your way of thinking, and your way of living may have not been the best for you, and you are maybe at rock bottom. And you're trying to hold on. You're trying to hold on to the old, which doesn't really allow the new to come in. It's just more pain. It causes more pain is the words I'm seeing here. But I do feel many of you, you know, you're going to be getting to this place, and it is going to be excitement and happiness and lightness and lifting the heaviness. And they show me light bulb moment. And the heart, when I was seeing the heart, I mean, in here would be your true, authentic self is taking off the mask. Taking off this outdated life or situationship that's not working for you. Been given the words be free. Be free. Is there anything else that you can give me there? Yes, surrender, and we have the word surrender there. Stop fighting it, whatever it is. And if they're showing me a lot of you, if you're keeping your feelings to yourself, to open up, to speak to others around you, and being given the word support, and being given you're not alone in this. Okay, you're not alone. Let's go on to your last card. Oh, here we go. And I was mentioning in the other reading, I don't think I mentioned it in this one, that I was hoping today, beautiful, I have a new spirit animal that came out in a reading about a week ago. Which is a python that looks very much like this, and I was saying I hope it comes out in the reading. I don't think I said it in this one, but there I say there she is. I don't know, this is she, the sacred energy. My energy is sacred. and I honor it by nurturing my mind, body, and spirit. I'm being given your true, authentic self. It's like by not living our true, authentic self or doing the things that make us happy, we do become, burdened to the Ten of Wands and drained and unhappy and unsure, and our minds may become, thinking and holding on to old patterns and stuff like that. That you have the power to change and be proud of who you are, and start all over again. Your true essence, let your true essence shine. And the snake is, it's about transformation. And it's very much, out with the old and in with the new, and rebirth is the words that I've been given there. It's very powerful and revered, as I've said before, in many cultures. And again, they kind of, as they're showing me, it coils around you, and it kind of crushes the old, and then you're kind of metamorphosized. Is that the word? I have to look up what that means, but I'm being given that word. And then you're changing into something completely different. There's something where you're shining. They're showing me someone shining brightly and happy. You're standing in your true light is the words that I'm seeing there. Is there anything else that you can give me? Show me someone skipping, like at a rope. Maybe some of you needed to, get moving, or you need that your vitality back. Help get your vitality back is getting into some kind of training and some kind of fitness. Maybe some of you have been feeling quite sluggish. Even though it's New Year, so maybe, plan that for your new year and this new start, this new you. You're getting fit for something. There's something coming up. And you're going to be getting that vitality and that energy back. They show me you drinking gold liquids. It's like nourishing your body as well with like healthy stuff and vitamins and just taking care of yourself. So I think, a lot of you have been quite burnt out. But the overall message and energy here is just this beautiful celebration and comfort and love, especially around this time of year. Okay, let's go to your message, and you have holiday time. How perfect is that? And we're talking about, we're going to have the Christmas holidays or whatever holidays that you call them for celebrations in your country. We're all going to have time off, time off work, time to spend with loved ones. So it's like, woohoo, they're bringing in, I'm hearing the woohoo, come on, let's celebrate, let's go and let your hair down, forget about those worries for a while, and what's been going on and what's felt quite heavy, let loose a bit and enjoy that time. How perfectly could that match there in with that? So we have love and we have the swan. Let's focus on love first. So with the love, I think you're definitely, surrounded. They're shown by family. They're surrounding you with people again. You can be surrounded by so much love. If you've been feeling quite empty and lonely or burnt out, they're bringing that love in there for you. And it could be romantic love. You may be meeting someone at these celebrations. A new love. Could be revitalizing a relationship you already have. I think this is a lot of like family love mainly, and a new like romantic love coming in. Is there anything else you can show me? They're just showing me the celebrations again. Lots of celebrations there. Let's go on to the swan. And the swans, they show me that they partner for life, don't they? So again, I think many of you are partnering up at this time of the year, whether that's partnering up romantically, which I think a lot of you are, or with friends, friendships, your best friends, or your siblings. It's no more being alone. It's really important that you have these people around you for the support and the love, and to lift you back up again and bring you that spark back again, okay, and that energy back again, and help you to decide where you're going to move forward. Is there anything else that you can give me? The last messages here for everyone across the globe. They're saying Christmas blessings and bright blessings. And again, it doesn't matter what religion you are. They're just showing me that the love that they're bringing in. So it's blessings to every single one of you across the globe, wherever you live. They're bringing in joy, and this is a card of joy. So they're bringing you so much joy. Okay. I feel that that's the end of your reading. I literally was given the words the end. I always used to say to my children at the end of reading them a book, I'd go, the end. Mind you, because it's a candle. Now that's hot. I always worry he's going to set himself on fire because I've got a different candle. He's a bit of, doesn't always listen, do you? He's either really good or the other way. But anyway, that is the end of your beautiful reading. And I thank you all so much for joining me. And I fill this reading with so much love and so much light. And I will see you in your next reading. God bless.